Welcome back. Parkour map project. Episode... I'm actually to the point where I don't know what episode it is anymore. Fancy that! But welcome back regardless. Just ignore the fact that the trees might look a little bit weird. I'm trying MIP mapping. Wait, is that what it's called? Hang on. Vidya settings, quality, MIP mapping. I'm trying it out so it looks kind of awesome in some instances, but trees it makes it look like shit. But it's barely noticeable. So this is Paragon Castle. What I've done, you'll have to excuse me, this last week I haven't really done much video making because I've been planning quite a bit for Season 2. In fact, I've got all the plans laid out, I've drawn up designs, I've done this, done that anyway, but essentially I've been planning non-stop for Season 2 and uni's gone back, excuses, I haven't done many videos, but of course, more are on the way. Anyways, talking about this right here, this is the design that I'm going with for the tower, so you can run around it, there's plenty of room, you don't feel constricted, you can see other access points within the towers and stuff like that, and you can make little jumps here and there. This is just the basic outline of the tower. So the ones that have these huge towers on the side of it have the 4 tiers, which actually managed to work out perfectly. The distance between this cobblestone and this right here ended up being like 32 or something, so I'm like, oh, yes! And then I just added in like 4 different levels, and I've gone into the inside and I've added kind of like curvature to the inside, so it's got like stairs everywhere, so it looks a lot smoother. I'll figure out lighting and that later on. For the time being, I'm just getting the basic shape. Likewise over here, for the time being, it's all the same. It's all the same. What the fuck was that? It's all the same. I haven't done the bottom half yet of these towers. I'm not really sure what to do. I think maybe incorporate some cracked stone and everything like that. But this is the part where things change. Now, when I started Paragon Castle, I wanted it to look like these 2 towers originally. These 2 towers are obviously smaller, so you don't have to spend as much time going into detail. But because these towers are so fucking huge, you need to spend quite a bit of time actually figuring out what you're going to do for it. And this is what I've got so far. So at the moment, I know it looks kind of shit, and there is a lot of cobblestone, but obviously I'm going to break it up later on. I just decided to show you what I've got so far. I did this last night. I've got this outer, sort of like a ladder type thing, so, and it actually has ladders on it, so you can, whoa, catch it, whoa, and then you could be like, yo, what's up, and then, come into this level or whatever. I'm not really sure how to incorporate that into a time challenge or something like that, but yeah, I'm not sure if this cobblestone design is going to be similar for this tower and this tower, if it's just going to be the main central tower at the top that gets this special treatment with the cobblestone trims. And of course it starts raining, but that's essentially what I've done. I can't remember what I was up to last time. I think I was testing the accessibility from this floor. So if I was running around here, yada yada yada, run, then this is still a decent look, and it doesn't actually break your run. Whoa. If I can demonstrate it. See, I'm still running. So that makes me think, actually, I just want to test this really quickly. If I have this, if I'm on a half slab, let's have a little bit of a run up. If I go up a stair, should just put a full block. If I put half slabs like this, so that's 1, yeah, okay. Yes. Let's just put that there. Okay, so if I'm running up this, do I keep my run? Huh, did you see that? That's interesting. If you run up this same height, normally you don't sprint anymore. You have to start sprinting again, but if you're half a block up and you do the same distance, then you keep running. That's interesting. I wonder why that happens. I don't know why that happens, but like I said, it's interesting. So using that, because the floors of the tower are based on half slabs, it's already fine. It's fine. You don't have to worry about losing your run if you jump over the edge, which I think is going to be one of the main things once you get to the very top. I want to find out a way to incorporate jumping off the top of the tower, something like this. And then you like have to be like, whoa, fuck, break my shins on the way down, shit, and then fall in like a really tiny pool or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is what the tower looked like originally on this side without the cobblestone trim, and this is with it starting to take shape. I think I'm going to do more and more as time goes on. I've done experimenting with colours and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm not really sure how this looks actually with this thing. And what really shits me off is that when you go to pick a block with the middle mouse button, it turns out you can't pick bedrock. As soon as you pick bedrock, it chooses cobblestone instead. Fucking stupid game. But I think I do prefer this instead of this. And I know, like I said before, it's a lot of cobblestone, but I'm eventually going to break it up with more of this stone bricks on the outside. And yeah, I still have to go around the outside. I think I'm going to fix this thing up just a little bit, and then I'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour or two working on this now, and I was going to go with this design with the red in the center of each row, and then have black. I need my heads up display for this. Have the black on the outside like this, and I was going to continue this all the way to the top, but I thought that it was a bit too uniform and there was too much cobblestone and it looked too much like a grid, and I wanted it to be more randomized, kind of like these towers down here, because you see it's got the bottom bit and it's all covered in cobblestone, and then the top kind of has a different separation. So what I did was I kept this the same here, and then I only worked on the final design around here, and this is what I think I'm going to go with for the final design. The squiggly red kind of looks weird, but I think it looks okay. I think that's fine right there. The way it ties in with the tower is fine, I guess. I think you can't really do much with that. I used soul sand because it was darker than the bedrock, so it kind of looks like it's given it a shadow, and I used stairs to make it look kind of smooth on the outside, and it looks pretty good from down here from an angle. And if I do that on the other side, I think it'll look pretty good. I was gonna say cool and I said good, so I ended up saying could. So anyways, I think that's pretty good in terms of what the top of, like, what this top tower is gonna look like. I only went to here. I didn't do obviously this half at all. So the question is, do I mirror this on the other side, or do you have any suggestions? This is one of the rare occasions where suggestions are definitely welcome. I mean, suggestions are always welcome, but I mean, at a time like this, I'd probably say more so than normal. I mean, I don't have a problem with this. I think it's fine. And from the inside, you know, it's not too weird. There's still, you can sort of come out onto the balcony, have a look over the edge, whoa, fall to your death, and then yeah. So I think it's fine. The way I've tied it into the top is I've just kind of made it kind of underneath, kind of interlaced it with the brick, and the way it hits this is pretty cool because it's like inverted. But I mean, there could be a different way to hold it up, like, you know, have an archway or something at the top. I'm not sure, but I think I prefer to keep the hexagonal pattern, like the straight, clear-cut wall, like all the way down, except for the ridges, of course. But yeah, I think that's it. Now, I'm not too fussed with the way it actually does tie in with the tower. I think I might add a trim on that or something like that. Just the way it has the bedrock on the cobblestone looks a bit weird. It's starting to get sunrise, so let's just starting to get sunset. I always fuck that up. But yeah, I think this is definitely what I want to go with. But like I said, suggestions welcome. I think I'm going to work on some other things after I finish this top part of the tower off, because Paragon Castle is a huge project, and I don't want to get it done as like the first thing, because everything else in comparison would be shit. So yeah, and I kind of want the whole place to look like that, which is kind of what this is starting to look like. I mean, from down here you can't really see much of the detail, But, let's see, can you see it from this side? Oh yeah, that looks cool. So eventually when I add more detail to these towers on the outside, then it's going to look much more awesome. Think of this as kind of like a paper mache. It's kind of like a model. You start with the basic shapes, and then afterwards you paint over it. And depending on what you paint with, it will either look awesome, or it will look like shit. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but a while ago, I didn't accidentally, I wanted to see what it did. I have single player commands installed. So I did this, which kills entities, right? Killed 40 entities. So that means dropped items, animals, whatever the fuck. Now what I didn't know is that even though before I went around with this Infinity 1 Power 10 bow and killed everything, like literally flew around the island and killed everything, if I typed kill all, which I did, that all the enemies would then, well, you know, such as this chicken, all the mobs would have the ability to respawn. So after I did the kill all command, I was like, what the hell? Like, why are there all these cows all of a sudden? I thought I went and killed everything, and I just kept finding more and more monsters, or mobs, whatever. I think of monsters, cows as monsters. There we go. I think of cows as monsters anyway. So, anyways, so yeah, I did the kill all command, and then apparently passive mobs can respawn, such as that group of pigs. See? Look. Kill them all, they're gone. Bam. 19 entities. So if I go away for a bit, do something else, I'm not sure if they're going to respawn straight away. No, I think it has to be outside of your load limit or whatever, but even though I've killed those pigs before, and I know I have, they come back after you do the kill all, even if the kill all doesn't affect them in any way. So here's a cow, which I obviously would have seen if I was building Paragon Castle, and to prove, there's actually animals in one of these. I can't remember which one it is. Damn it, where is it? I know there was, oh, I probably just killed them before with the kill all command, but there was a group of pigs in one of these, and yep, I was rightfully pissed, because that means I have to go around at the very end of the map and probably kill all the monsters again. Mobs, whatever. But I think that's it for this episode. Let me know what you think. I'm definitely not going to go with this design. It looks like utter shit to me. Whereas this design, I kind of like it. I don't know if I can sort of change this squiggly shit up maybe a little bit, maybe turn it into like a giant V, if it sort of comes up and then sort of spreads out the taller it goes, or something like that. Yeah, let me know if you want. Feel free. But I like how this map is coming along, and like I said, last week has been pretty full on with planning for Season 2 and stuff like that. And I gotta admit, it's starting to scare me. Probably overhyping it and everything like that, but I mean, the project that I have planned in that series, actually, I would say it's bigger than Paragon Castle. And remember, when I play Minecraft, I play it legit in, of course, survival worlds. I mean, this is forget it. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. In my Let's Play worlds, do it all legit, and the project is probably going to be bigger than Paragon. Bigger than this map? No. Bigger than Paragon? Possibly. So, hope you guys are looking forward to that. I definitely am. And before I plug myself anymore, I'm going to sign this video off. So I will see you... let me fix this, because I didn't notice this until now. Oops. OCD, indeed. Alright, goodbye. Oh yeah, and happy birthday to Andrew, the one that got me this Blue Yeti mic. It was his birthday the other day, but due to my retarded uploading schedule, I didn't get to say it on the day, so... Happy birthday. I mean, of course I told him anyways, but, yeah, happy birthday to Andrew, you fucking legend. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, yeah. Okay. But wait, there's more! I totally forgot this, but, shit, now I'm on fire. 1,000 subscribers coming up soon. Yeah. I actually have something for that, surprisingly. Oh, of course, I stopped burning before I can get to the water. Yeah, so that is another different video for once. And also, I should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but you see the outer wall? Yeah, I didn't actually realize how big Paragon Castle was going to end up being. So, the outer wall looks really fucking stupid in comparison. Well, I guess it doesn't look too bad. But what I'm thinking of doing is kind of adding like a second wall to it. Now I'm lagging thanks to the rain. sort of adding like a second tier in the back of it. So make the wall double thick and then like raise the second floor, or maybe put one on the inside. I'm not sure. I'll have to do something to the wall though, so it doesn't look as tiny. But as I add these smaller towers, I think it'll end up looking much better. So not everything will look as huge. Everything will look more to scale, and while still looking huge. I'm gonna stop the video now. You know, because I take so long to sign off a video, I think in future what I should just do is cut myself off.